this sold out LADbible room. Whoa, what is this, 400 or 500 people? Oh, crazy. I feel like I'm gonna be too loud for this microphone. Let's kick it off there. All right, who's been to a comedy show before? Make some noise. Who's never been? Sorry, I saw you, I zoned in. All right, dude, if you hear anybody else laughing, that's when you laugh, all right? And when in doubt, don't check your phone, just raw dog this like you're one of the bros on a flight, bro. Right? That's what you're doing. Check the flight map, that's me right here. What's your name? Billy? That's so sweet, Billy. Billy, I feel like you get picked on. Like, yeah? Oh, man, this is going to be a fun night. So we've got 4 or 5 comedians. I'm going to chat to you. Oh, shit. I'm going to chat to you guys. We're going to have fun, right? We're going to chat to all 300 of you. And then I'm going to tell you some jokes. I'm going to find out why this man's the room alcoholic. Right, we got Billy in the back with 1 Stella, and then this guy with fucking 7? Killing it. What's your name, man? Connor? Nice, Connor. Connor, is this your friend?
Colleague.
Straight up, right? That's what happens when it's staff. You just draw the line. All right, by the end of this, right? By the end, I want me and you to skull one of those Stellas. Can we do that?
Happy days.
Happy days? Oh, Connor, you're gonna get famous, dude. Do you live in Manchester?
Yeah.
Are you from here?
Yeah.
Dude, it terrifies me still. Like, I'm from Canada, and I moved to Manchester because I'm a happy person, and I'm like, where can I move to balance that out? Sunny Manchester.
Where in Canada are you from?
Oh, this is not a conversation. But if you want it to be that, I know, Connor, I know it's 300 of us, and it feels like it's just you and I. It's my eyes, baby. I know you've never met a Canadian before. I'm from Montreal.
Okay.
Oh, why did you get upset about that, Connor?
I had a bad experience in Montreal.
Okay, well, now we have to get into it. What happened?
I was flying from...
Come here. Tell the group.
No, I was flying from Toronto to Manchester and
No.
Yeah.
Really?
yes. And we were getting over Newfoundland and
That's almost how you say it.
and then the co-pilot decided to start chucking up, so you had to turn the entire plane around there to spend the night at a Montreal hotel. I didn't really enjoy it very much.
Okay, sit back down. Montreal did nothing but house you, dude. They took care of you. That you were uncomfortable. You were in a new land, and Montreal was like, "Come stay in this hotel." Were you afraid of the French people? Is that what it was? Okay, well, we'll get into it after the show. I'm gonna fucking show you the right part of Montreal. See, like, how could you be afraid of, like, Canada? Because, like, I feel like Canada's such a sweet place, but when I came to England, I thought, like, your adults were gonna be terrifying, but it's your 8 to 10-year-olds that scare the shit out of me, dude. They travel around in packs. They got deeper voices than the adults. I feel like every child born in the UK just comes out of the womb vaping. Like, it's just, even in Manchester, they just pop out, cut their own cord, and just walk around like, yeah, I talk it. Like, it's terrifying, right? You've seen them, right, Billy? With the hoods up, the tracksuits, the pale faces. You know about pale, right? Mm-hmm. Like, they've never seen the vitamin D. Like, oh man, they're always riding around on, like, mountain bikes, too. Have you seen this, right? They got the pale faces, the little fanny pack. They look like a little monochrome version of Kenny from South Park. Riding around on mountain bikes with no mountains around, just doing wheelies like they're auditioning for Cirque du Soleil. Dude, it's wild. But I live in Boston. Do you guys know Boston? Yeah. Yeah, of course you do, Connor. You know all the fancy areas. You didn't like Montreal, but you know Boston. Dude, it's rough. If you don't know it, it is rough. There's always these 3 kids. They're playing football against the wall of a house. I know, because I guess they don't know where their dads are. I also don't know where their dads are. And they never include me in the local activities, right? Anytime I walk to the bus, they never include me in the local activities, like bullying the other children in the neighborhood. Because if this was Canada, I'd have been like, stop it! But this is Manchester, and I don't want to be an extra and shameless. That, and like, I don't want to get stabbed. like in Canada, you don't really have to worry about getting stabbed because it's usually winter and we got too many layers on. Like, you try to stab a Canadian, we just bleed goose feathers. It's adorable. Here, real blood, right? And as I was walking to the bus, one kid yells at another kid. He goes, "You're a Muppet." And I'm like, that sounds nice. That sounds lovely. And then he followed it up. He goes, "You're a nonce." And I'm like, what? I've never heard a child call another child a nonce before. Like, is this a riddle? Do I need to solve this to get to the bus? Because we know what a nonce is, right, Connor? Mm-hmm. It's like a pedo, right? Like a pedophile. Yeah. In Canada, we got like 13 words for snow. But in the UK, y'all got like 13 words for fucking kids. Nonce, pedo, pedophile, the Royals, the BBC, the Catholic Church, Connor. So many words. One applause break in the back. You fucking got him, bro. Fucking giddy up. This is gonna be a show. Oh man, I love it though. I've grown fond of Manchester, but I still don't understand like the transit system, how it's like different on the bus and on the tram. You have to pay different prices. And then if you get on the tram and you leave the city, it just gets terrifying. Like the further you get, the more just scary it gets until IKEA, and then it's nice again. But I was on the tram, right? And you know when you see like an older couple, you're like, they probably got candy on them. And then there was these one, like the young lad with the hood up, and he was trying to get that candy. But nobody was interfering, right? Everybody had their headphones in, because when you interfere, that's when you get stabbed. You go, stop it. They stab you, you sit down and go, I love the NHS, and you just bang a pan. Cool. So as I was sitting there, right, this kid's yelling at the older couple, and all of a sudden, and I would never just call somebody this, but later on in the story, he goes, I'm a crackhead. So this crackhead taps his kid on the shoulder and he goes, pick on someone your own size. And the kid goes, I'll fight you. And he's like, let's take this outside. Now everybody's earphones off, like what's happening? What's going on? Then all of a sudden the tram stops. They both step off. The kid pulls out a knife. I love how you giggled. She just looked at me with sheer concern and you're like, what happened next? There was an audible gasp on the tram, right? Everybody's like, what happened? But then all of a sudden, like as the doors are about to shut, crackhead slips his way back onto the tram. Doors shut, crowd goes wild. Everybody's cheering, the kid goes, no! You just see the knife just wilt like a flower at the end of Beauty and the Beast. And everybody's cheering, right? And you see the crackhead, he's smiling, he's excited, you see all three of his teeth. And he just yells out, it took a crackhead to save the day. Do you know how pumped a crowd gets when a crackhead calls himself a crackhead? People are banging on the walls. People are just like cheering, yelling at the window. There was a guy in a wheelchair. He got up, he's running up and down the tram. He's just yelling, it's coming home, it's coming, crackhead's coming home. But you could tell this guy's, his ego was inflating, right? Everything was going to his head. And he just goes, good thing the guy got off the tram or I would have had to stab him in the face. And he pulled out his own knife and he just watched collectively as the tram all sat back down, put their headphones back in and just, that's when I learned what keep calm, carry on meant. Sweet. I like this. You're a good 300 people. What's your vibe, man? What's your name? Leighton. Nathan. I know. It's okay. I like that. Were you trying to explain that to me, or you just say things that you just want to point them out? Irish, Billy, Pedo. Oh, you got him, dude. What's your name? This is Nathan, and... Oh, did you not think it was going to come to you?
Conroy.
Conroy. That's not a name. Your name is Conroy? Yeah, you thought you were gonna get away safe being like, oh, Nathan, he's Irish. Meanwhile, little English Conroy over here. People call you, that's your surname. That's your first name? Your first name is Conroy. What were your parents thinking? Where are they from?
Stoke.
So, is that like a popular name in England?
No.
Didn't think so. That's cool, man. Do you have like a nickname?
Something.
Dickhead? Oh, now it's coming back to you, dude. No, it's okay. I love it. Well, you know what, Conroy? I like you. You seem like a nice boy. No? Dickhead? Okay, we'll get into this. So we've got four phenomenal comedians for you guys. But every time we bring one up and every time they're on this stage, I also feel like you can hear me. Like I feel like this is making it worse. Is it recording through here? God damn it. We have to use this. So what's gonna happen is every time we bring up an act, even if you don't find something funny, laugh at it, right? Treat it like laughing yoga. I know you're staring at me very intently. Do the opposite. I'm scary? I wasn't mean to Conroy. Why would I be mean to the lady who married Danny Zuko in Greece? I'm so, you're the one who wore an animal print shirt being like, I won't be prey today. I feel like you're giving me boss energy, so I don't want to make fun of you. HR? I didn't know, you're so great. I mean, you're great in a responsible amount of way. You're not too great, but you're not great in fuck. I don't have HR in comedy, so I'm not used to this. I love how you're just staying quiet, dude. You're just like, not interacting with that again. Sweet. Are you also HR?
Yeah. It's a debate.
It's a debate.
Recruitment, but I sit in the HR team, yeah.
Okay, back to my bit. So I'm gonna bring up a comic, and what you guys have to do is just overexert yourself. Billy, you know about that, right? Just laughter, joy. It's like going out in the sun for like 20 minutes instead of 10, like you should. So just really push yourself, laugh at everything, have fun, get drunk. Does anybody want one of this Connor's beers? Yeah? I'll give it to HR, all right? HR, are you gonna come up and skull this?
God, yeah. Oh, God, no.
Oh God, no. The most British HR lady. Sorry, Conroy, your teeth aren't straight enough for the job. They're not? Actually, no, I didn't even realize that. You are beautiful. Please don't write me up. All right.
Get it, Jim.
Get him, Jim. All right, so I'm gonna introduce your first act. What I need, again, I'm saying this over and over because the more you guys participate, not talking wise, the more you participate with your laughs and your excitement, the more fun we're gonna have and more this will be used online. Right? Sounds good?
Yeah.
That's good. Can you give me one up here? All right. Can I get one that's just Nathan? Woo! Okay, you're doing it, but right now you're giving me Conroy energy. I know. You gotta up it up, Nate. Come on, Nate, dog. Give it to me.
What, more?
Yes! I did not expect the high pitch, but it was beautiful. So please, everybody start clapping, start cheering, and give it up for Michael Mannion.
Hello. Are we all well? Are we all good? Cool, perfect, great. Me neither. Right, first things first. My name's Michael. I'm a feminist. I'm a proud feminist, everybody. Yeah. Thank you, lads. I'm a proud feminist. You know, free Britney. Free Britney, but you know, keep an eye on her. That's some weird shit that Britney's up to. It's like, free Britney. Is she dancing with knives? Oh no, we've made a huge mistake. I'm a father. I'm a father to a cat called Moses. Has anyone else got a cat? Give me a cheer. Ooh, what's your cat's name? Alfie, that's a lovely name. Moses is a more biblical name, but that's okay. Do you ever have to bath Alfie? No. All right. Once or twice, Moses will do a bit of a bad poo and I have to give him a bath. Bathing any cat is difficult, but it's really bad with Moses because as soon as I lower him in the water just parts. If there were dads in the room right now, they'd be running home to close the orgasm gap. That's how good of a dad joke that is. I'm originally from Cheshire, so thank you. It's why I've got that kind of sort of your dad works for my dad kind of vibe. And normally I would say that I have a cunty aura, but I'm better than. Well, that's I walked up here comes a cunt, and I was like, here I am. Yes, that's true. I have some proof. If you don't believe me, recently I started to feel like I might have body dysmorphia. Because whenever I look at myself, I just think, perfect. Absolutely 100% perfect. Wouldn't change a thing. Even my name, I love my name, Michael Mannion. Good initials, M&M. Or as I like to think, I think though the sort of the cunty assessment about me though is the voice, isn't it? Some people nodding. It is. This is the voice of a man who would smirk as he makes you redundant. absolutely the vibe that I'm giving. And if HR, you want to pass me the list, I can just start. That's why you've all been gathered here today. I don't know. We don't really know how the voice happened, because I'm also kind of from up here. My dad's a Mancunian. My dad sounds so Mancunian, it's like someone slapped a mouth on an Eccles cake. That's how Mancunian he sounds. And I suppose that we kind of have like misunderstandings. Like, you know, he'll say things to me like, "Do you want some grub, Michael?" And I'm like, "You mean lunch, father? That's what you're trying to get at." But I do love my dad. I don't relate to men very well. I'm sure you're very shocked by that. I don't know what it is. Like, I had a workman call round to the house the other day, and I went to make him a cup of tea. I was like, "Oh, do you want a brew, mate?" And he was like, "No." And I was like, "But what about our bond? Like, how do I know that you're going to do the job if you don't let me? Don't make the brew? Like, I don't understand." I was lost at sea, and I called a friend, an alpha friend of mine, and I sort of said to him, "This fucking work, this joiner just won't take a cup of tea." And he said, "Well, the alpha move is just make him the brew and give it to him, and that's it." And I was like, "Right, cool." Next day, I've made the brew. At this point, if anything, it's stewed. You know, bag's been there for 4 minutes plus. We know it's ruined. And he walks in, and I'm like, "Oh, I've made you a brew, mate." And he's like, "Okay, cool." But then I go to the fridge and I open it and I go, "I've only got oat milk, is that okay?" And he's like, "No, I don't drink that shit." And I was like, "Well, you need to give me a cuddle." That's how this is going down. Give me a cheer if you're depressed. Oh wow, that never normally gets a big cheer. Okay, right, HR, you've got lots of work to do. Yeah, normally people just like look at the floor. I don't know. I've been doing therapy like on and off for about 2 years, which is the perfect amount of time. It allows me to lecture other people about therapy. That's basically why I've done it. I've gone through quite a few therapists. My first one I picked because she was hot. You know, I think that was maybe not the best idea. I tried to make her laugh. It didn't work. I got referred on to another one, and he didn't laugh. I don't think he'd laughed in his entire life. Like, I told him the Moses joke, nothing. I was like, I made a joke about that. I said, "Sigmund Freud over here," and he didn't even crack a smile. Nothing. It was unbelievable. I don't know. My third therapist now knows I'm a comedian. She laughs at my jokes, and I think I'm cured. I think that's all I needed. But therapy is like a massive industry now. There's now like therapy influencers, and I was scrolling through the other day, as we all do, and there's this influencer woman, and she just starts every video by going, "Hey baby." And I've been in therapy for 2 years, but those 2 words have done more for me. Every single time she goes, "Hey baby," I just go, maybe I am a baby, maybe that's what I needed. And then I feel better, and it's great. I watched about 7 before I came to do this. Right, now, the set's going to take a bit of a hard fork into some weird stuff, but you can't leave, so that's fine. Does anybody else think that Pingu would be incredibly good at giving heads? You know, have you ever noticed, when he shouts, it's like that, "Wah, wah," and it's like, "Pingu, you naughty boy, the secrets you've been hiding." If the answer is the fleshlight, maybe the question is, well, what if Pingu could shout down my dick? You know, it's a very, very, very Freudian program. It's insane. Like, you know, Pingu shouting down dicks, the little kid's always pissing. And the dad as well, there's something there for the girls, because whenever the dad gets exacerbated, he's always like, blah, 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 and it's like, you know, why do you think they're always sending Pingu fishing? He gets back, the igloo's fucking melted, Mummy Pingu's just like that with her wings out. It's off the chain. It's ridiculous. I don't know. Someone asked me, like, what do you think is the most disappointing part about sex? And I was like, why are you asking me? And he's like, I thought we'd come to those well-versed. For me, I think that the most disappointing part about sex is when you go down on a woman for like a really generous amount of time, but you just don't get much of a reaction. And you just, you're using all the classic tricks as passed down from father to father, that's how it works. And you just nothing. There's no like heavy breathing, there's no arch of the back. At one point she gets sleep out of her eye. It's like, no, what? This isn't supposed to be like this. I did film studies, and it's enabled me to kind of get a bit of insight into the. Have you all seen Cool Runnings? Yeah. Right. For me, there's a very distinct overlap between my experience going down to a woman and Cool Runnings, because if you've seen the movie, you know that it's about a group of men going somewhere that no one expects them to do well, but at the last minute they do well, but they just don't quite finish, and that's exactly where I land on the Venn diagram. I don't know. When it happens as well, there's two reactions that the guys will have. The first one is on the way back up. He's like this: "Did I do it? Am I a feminist? Are you happy, baby?" And she's like, yes, of course you did. The second one, it goes from Cool Runnings and it turns into a Vietnam film, because as she tries to lift you out, you go, "No, I can stay. I can do it." It's like, the war's not over. The war's definitely over. Just get the bobsled over the line, please. That's all we're here for. But yeah, right, lovely. Okay, you're on board with the cunnilingus. That's okay, right, lovely. So to finish off with, does anybody have like a really nice, emotionally open dad? All right, cool. We found the problem, HR. Right, lovely. No, my dad's all right. He is a little bit distant, but then he'll kind of have like a heart to heart with me once like every 5 years. Very much kind of times it. And the last one was when I had a breakup, and he's helping me move out into like a new flat share, because despite the voice, things aren't going very well. And we're there, and this is when he takes the moment to have a heart to heart. No eye contact for the whole conversation. And this is how he starts. He goes, "Listen, Michael, we've had our suspicions for some time, and if you're not 100% heterosexual, that's okay. We love you, we cherish you. It doesn't matter who you bring home. We just want you to be happy." And I was like, "Oh well, Dad, have been a bit confused of late, because I don't know if I'm gay or if I'm just too good for women." This bit laughing, and these guys at the back going, no, just gay. Right, guys, I've had a great time. Thank you so much for having me. Good night.
Keep it going for Michael Mannion, guys. Come on, he smashed that. Oh, so good. All right, we're gonna do the same thing, right? We're gonna give the love, the excitement, all the positivity. Oh, I love the no.
I knew that was going to get rinsed.
I'm not rinsing. You love that sip. That was beautiful. What's in there? Just a bit of Vimto? You're northern as fuck, babe. I love that shit. All right. Well, you know what? Let's keep it north. So make some more noise for a northern comedian herself. Give it up for the very funny Sarah Levine.
Hi! This section is called Pussy Power. Guys, buckle up. These are just hits, okay? So eyes up here. Hi everyone. HR. I hated you. This is so nice to be back corporate. How are you? Is okay? Yeah, I'm so glad to be here. Thanks so much for having me. I am Sarah Levine. I'm from Liverpool. Just want to let you all know your cars are safe. I won't be robbing any hubcaps, anyone's socks, or anyone's man. It's him behind you. It's the wheelchair guy, not you. Unlucky. Only joking. I'm a single mom. Is there any other mums in the house? Just me? Okay. I'm the only one who lets them come in me now. Awkward. Love those cream pies. Get them in. I'm not on a diet. That's the main point here. He's like, fucking hell. Just nearly choked on a Stella. I bet you've made a couple of Stellas choke, haven't you? That was off the cuff. And I completely made that up because I know he hasn't. I'm sorry, you're getting all the stick today, aren't you? It's okay, it's that haircut. Anyway, moving on. I'm a single mum. I'm 33, so that's cute. Yeah. I'm at a stage in my life where, you know, you just give up shaving. Do you know what I mean? There's ladies you understand, she's get past the point where we shave loads. We think when we're in school, teenagers were like, oh, we've got to be silky smooth. And then obviously guys are going down on us, we've got to be silky smooth. And then obviously like no one wants to lift their armpits and see hair on. But we're in a different world now. No one wants to shave, especially with the 3 minutes that Conroy's delivering, which does not... Is it worth the 3-hour shave? Because for me, I'm going to be dead honest. For me, I'm going to be dead honest, it's effort. For me. I have to literally separate my boobs, just put them under my armpits, lift up my fupa, put a leg up, separate my flaps, and hope one of my kids don't fucking walk in. And then to get the back, if we're special and we're getting a booty eater, we have to spend all the way over in front of a mirror. Yeah. And then we just get his best of 3 minutes, which took me longer than that to shave, do you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, do better. I'm at a stage where, you know, once you turn 30, your pubic hair starts attaching to your thigh hair, doesn't it? Which attaches to your leg hair, which attaches to your toe hair. So I'm just out here warning everyone. It's like licking a pineapple. It's spiky but sweet. Did you just whoop? Okay, I'll speak to you later. I didn't say I was fussy. So yeah, I'm a single mum. I can't stay long though because I have left my kids in the car outside. The windows are open because I know it's hot. Enough for them to breathe but not escape. Enough for a predator to pop a sweet through but not finger them. When he leaves, I leave. I heard that pedo joke he did, I thought, yes. Give me a walk in. Picture out for me, thanks, Ev. As soon as he said nonce, I was like, yes. I was over there like that. You can't even look at me. Oh, eyes will be here. It's just got tense. Yeah, so I go everywhere with me kids. I've got twin sons, and we're driving, we go everywhere. We're going over a speed bump, and one of the boys says, Mum, is it normal that when I go over a speed bump, I get like a tingle in my willy? And I'm like, I don't know. Ask your twin brother. So he looks back at his brother and he says, bro, do you get like a tingle in your willy when we go over a speed bump? And he goes, no, I get a boner. Which obviously opens crazy questions for me as mum, because it's like, Mum, do you get boners? And I'm a big believer of honesty. Why did you do that? I'm a big believer of honesty, so obviously when my kids say, Mum, do you get boners? In my mind, I'm thinking, I've got to keep it real with them, do you know what I mean? So I was like, babe, on the 2 days that you visited your dad last week, Mum got a couple of boners. So nobody tells you now, obviously when you have twin sons, I've got twin sons, which is just so crazy, because I just didn't even consider when I was 17, lying down trying to make them, that they were gonna eventually become my biggest cock blocks. And that is what they are. They stand at 6'1" now, with size 10 feet, and they stand either side of me. So it's just like, it's a warning, do you know what I mean? I come with a warning, and no one's trying to come into my house and marry me. No one's trying to marry me. Why are you trying to marry me? You've then got to marry these two other men. There's two grown men living in my house. And what are you going to do if you've got a size 8 foot? Do you know what I mean? Or you don't deliver, they're going to like pat you on your head if you're a bit shorter than them. It's just so peak, do you know what I mean? And the dad, oh my God, let me not get tested on the dad, oh my God. Literally, I was the most generic Scouse mom I got with the most generic Scouse guy. And he turns up to like all my parents' evenings in North Face and fucking balaclava. And he gets himself there on a push bike, which he leaves from his mum's, because he still lives with his mum. Yeah. I know, why did I do that? But at 17, I went looking at him fully, thinking that his mum buys all his clothes still, and I didn't realise that them teeth won't stay there, and I didn't realise that his hairline would recede and his belly would pop out, and I didn't realise all of those things, so I got the worst baby daddy in the world, which is just so terrible for me, because obviously I've got to know now for the next 3 years. But I'm trying to date, I'm trying my hardest to get out there and date, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm on Tinder. Yeah. Again, oh no, it's bad because I found out that Tinder is just for like sex, isn't it? I didn't know. And obviously when I'm on there and I think, you know, what I post, it just brings, like, guys are very not fussy. Oh yes, you're not fussy. Women are fussy. We are fussy. We are like, right, maybe out of every 100 we go right for, we go left for one, don't we? But really guys are just going left. Anyone that'll take me, any hole that can penetrate. It's not a dog, that's what we've got to keep thinking. It's not a sheep. It's not a horse, it's a woman. And in my mind, I'm like, anyway, I found this guy, went on a date with him, and I thought it was going really well. He was on our third date, and I thought, oh, this could be the guy, do you know what I mean? He was complimenting me, he was delicious, he was wonderful, and I thought, oh, I'm super excited. So the third date, he goes, I want to cook for you. So I was like, brilliant, super excited, can't wait. And in the text messages beforehand, he was like, I'm going to smack you and flip you like a spatula. I'm going to put you in a wheelchair. Only joking back. But he was like, I'm going to put you in a wheelchair, I'm going to do damage to you. Do you know what I mean? Do you know when you get pure, like, that combo, and all of a sudden, girls, you know it, our pussy starts going, and I get this voice in my head going, I'm going to get some dicky tonight. And then, obviously, our pussy pulsates, doesn't it? So, while this song in my head's going, I'm going to get some dicky tonight, my pussy's pulsating, offering the beat drop, boom, 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 boom. I literally slide out of my car into this house, I was that excited. I eats up my steak, which was very good, he was a very good cook. And then he does this really awkward crawl towards me. He was like, you're my dessert. And have you noticed the way guys give you these smiles eyes, but they're not, they're just going gozzy. And it's super awkward because they're looking at like either one of your tits, and you're like, eyes up here. And he's like walking towards me and he's like, do you remember what I said in those texts about all those nasty things I was going to do to you? And I'm like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, I do remember. It's been a long time. It took me 3 hours to shave this bit. And then he comes over and this is what he does. He goes, you watching, Billy? Billy is just at the straight face, he's looking at me like this. Listen, Kales and Kales go together, we're like Velcro straps. So he looks at me and he goes, and then he just stares me dead in my eyes and he just goes, why did he breathe that heavy? Why did you breathe that heavy? It's so weird, it's so off-putting. Plus you're looking opposite ways. And he's looking at me and he's going, and I don't know where he goes, are you gonna come? I said, yeah, bro, I came to the wrong fucking house. Pass me my eyelashes. So yeah, I'm still single. 0739 MSN. I've been Sarah Levine, thanks for having me.
Keep it up for Sarah, everybody. I love your reaction. As she's like rubbing, you're like, no, stop looking at me. You were terrified. You're like, please stop. It looks like you came, dude. You're flushed. Your eyes are watering. Like, dude. Sarah, you're killing it. Who needs Billy? Billy's fucking quiet as a church over there. Also, I need to address something. Sarah, you made it seem like your baby daddy, there's something wrong with balding and having a belly. There's nothing wrong with balding and having a belly. Because, like, I'm in a relationship, right? And in the first week of dating my partner, we were like intimate, and she's like, hey baby, you know what'd be really sexy? If you left your hat on during sex. That's what this is what I look like. I'm everything Sarah described. Don't applaud this. See, they like it, Sarah. But it's fucked with my head now because now I can't even wear a hat. Like I have to wear a hat masturbating now. That's all I can do. Like look at this guy. It's like a Tony Hawk character without a shirt, fucking ready to go. Oh man, my girlfriend though, I love her so much. She's 32, I'm 36. But she looks a little young, and she claims she gets ID'd every once in a while. It only happens at like B&M, like when she's trying to buy papers. I've never seen her ID'd anywhere else, but I've come up with an idea. I'm like, baby, if we're ever going to a bar, you don't have your ID on you, and the bouncer goes to ID you, this is what you gotta do. You show him, go like, oh hey, I have a picture of my ID on my phone, and show it to him, but it's just a naked picture of yourself. So go, am I old enough or are you a pedo? Up to you, am I going drinking or are you going to jail? All right, you guys ready for your next comic? Next comedian is an absolute sensation. He is all over the internet, and I'm sure you've seen him. He's been going viral like crazy. He's one of my favorite people and one of the best up-and-coming comics in Manchester. Please go absolutely wild for the very funny Beck.
Hello everybody. I know it seemed like I've shagged Sarah. I've not. Just gonna put it out there. I wish. The only way I'm putting her in a chair is if I get out on another seat and go, there you go, you can have a go. That's the only way I'm putting women in wheelchairs. The other day, my mum bought me some walking boots. They didn't work. Fun fact for you, special schools in Blackpool, just called schools. Yeah, I sometimes go there, I'm like, wow, I'm actually smart now. I actually got an education. You know what I mean? My nan, right, I got my nan, I love my nan to bits, but she has dementia, right, which is funny and sad, because she forgets that I'm disabled. So I'll go down on my stair lift. Yes, I'm cool, I've got a roller coaster in my house, get over it. Alright? I'll go down on my stair lift really slow, so it takes a few days for me to see her. Just get down, she'll be sat in my wheelchair. I'll be like, Nan, what are you doing? I need the wheelchair. She's like, no you don't, I'm the disabled one. And I'm like, Nan, yes, you are disabled, but not disabled needs a chair kind, you're disabled needs a home kind. And she's like, no, I need the chair. I'll buy the chair off you. I've sold the chair 50 times this week. It's a good way to make money, you know? You know what I mean? Double dipping and that. As someone with a disability, I often hear people say, let me help you with that. I mean, how many times do I have to tell my stepdad that I can wank myself off? It's fine, he's been arrested now. It's just, it's disappointing because I'm missing out on action. You know what I mean? You know, everybody faces discrimination, right? Everybody. Black people have the KKK, Muslims have the EDL, and people in wheelchairs have architects. I mean, whoever built this building clearly loved disabled people because there's a lift. Well, it makes it hard to earn a living, you know. No glory holes, wheelchair accessible. It's fine. I'm one of the disabled people that likes getting cum on their face. So, if you're a disabled guy that likes getting cum on your face, being disabled's great because you just crawl in and it's a good time. Can't lie. Being in a chair. Before I continue, all of this is fucking chair related. What else am I gonna fucking do? I don't know what you normal fucking weirdo looking ass creatures do, apart from open doors for me. You do that a lot. Tell me how many disabled friends you have and think I know them. Like, I don't give a fuck about that guy, alright? So it's all chair related. Being in a chair makes you a dickhead, right? Because no matter how much of a dick you're being to someone, you're still unpunchable. Yeah, man. So I like winding people up, so what I like to do is I'll go around town, right? And I'll find guys, they'll be with their girlfriends, and have their backs turned to me, and I'll just shout, "Oi! Your girlfriend does OnlyFans!" And I can hear him, like, talking to his girlfriend, going, "Don't worry, babe, I love you, I'm gonna beat the shit out of this guy, I'm gonna put him in a chair." And he'll turn round, "Oh shit, she does, mate, don't worry about it." And then she hops on my lap and we record Only Wheels content, so it's great. It's got a third leg. If I whip it out, I'm walking, you know? I went to a special, who else has got a third leg? You two have not got third legs, you've got micro penises, I can smell it! Right, yeah, I went to a special school, right, which is cool, I love special school, I'll tell you a story about it. So I was about 7 years old at this point. It's Christmas time, and you can pay to go and see Santa. And that's exactly what I can do. I can pay to see Santa. I queue up. Now, usually I get to skip queues, but when you're in a school full of wheelchair users, rules don't apply. So finally get to the front. I'm like seeing Santa, like, yo, Santa, what's up? Give me my present in it. Where's my legs? Now, he gives me my present. Generally, this is true. What does he fucking give me? A skipping rope. Like, an actual skipping rope. What am I supposed to do with a skipping rope? Like, I mean, it did come in useful. I strangled them with it. You Santa, you fucking piece of shit. Yeah, man, I don't. The best place to have sex, right? If any of you after work want to, you know, you two boys after a couple of beers, you know. It's the disabled toilet. It's the best place to have sex, is the disabled toilet. Now, I don't know that for sure, because you're always in them. But I'm just outside listening, like, come on, at least open the door. But it's the best place to have sex, because if you've got a girl and she's a bit kinky, don't take her, just take her to a disabled toilet. Pull the red cord and other people join in. It's pretty good. You know, anyone in here tried magic mushrooms? Don't close your ears. Anyone in here tried magic mushrooms? No? You definitely have. Both together. I mean, I tried magic mushrooms. I loved magic mushrooms. I thought it was a tractor, but it's a good time. Unlocked the highest achievement in Farming Simulator real life. So, took some mushrooms. I was like, sick. Let's take some acid. I'm a fire engine. Sick. Oh. Bulldoze this wall in a minute if you give me some speed. You know, like. You know, busy trams. My favourite thing to do in the world at the moment is go on fully packed trams just so people are jealous that I have a seat. Brilliant, I love it. And then I try and sell my seat. How much are you paying for this? Start bidding war. You know, well, I go around town a lot, and I think I'm a very independent person, considering, you know. But people... That's not funny, mate. Oh, disabled guy's got his own independence, yeah! It's hilarious, we shouldn't allow it! Dickhead. No, but I go around town, right? I go around town, and people are very, very friendly, usually. And people ask me, oh, do you need help pushing? And when I say no, they push me anyway, like I'm a spinning chair that's not responding to them. That's not the worst that's happened, though. Once, I was out, and a guy genuinely sat on me like I'm a normal chair. I'm not a normal chair, I'm a chair with feelings. Like, come on. Being in a chair, again, all this is chair related. If you're getting bored by now, I have to live this life. You've only got 10 minutes of chair jokes, imagine being me. So yeah, being in a chair allows you to live the laziest life possible, right? So if you want to be lazy, break your fucking legs. Because no matter... I don't have to do anything, I don't do fuck all. I don't have to dress myself, my mum does it for me. That's a flex. You know, she's the only woman that's seen my cock that I haven't paid for. Whoa! It's alright, I don't even have to take my own nudes. You'll be doing it. Are you available for bookings, Mr. Cameraman? A bit bored of me, Mum. You know, your women's football is disrespected the same as like wheelchair football, because people say, you know, women's football isn't real football. You fucking mental. They kick a fucking ball. When you go wheelchair football isn't real football, I go, fair enough. We don't kick the ball. Well, at least, you know, the other thing they'll say is they'll go, women's football is slow and boring. And I agree with them, right? No, I agree with you. Wait for the fucking punchline, that's how comedy works. You gotta wait for the fucking punchline, right? No, I'm stoned, I forgot it, right? No. So, I have generally, you know, I've got dementia like me now. So when you're in a chair and whatever, it's slow and boring, right? It's slow and boring, but it's just as boring as the men's game, the real men's game. When I'm watching the men's game, I'm like, it's just boring as shit. The women's game is boring too. Because when I'm watching football, you know, regular football, I'm like, this is boring, and I get upset. I'm like, if I didn't have the chair, I'd be a professional footballer. That's the only thing stopping me. When I didn't even make it professional in wheelchair football, and I had the one thing you needed to be a wheelchair footballer, the chair. Didn't even, so I was in a shop the other day, and I needed to get to the top floor of this shop. And so I went to find this guy, and I said, excuse me mate, I've got a lift. So he shows me to this lift, and he goes, this lift, it's really small. You've not got a phobia of lifts, have you? If I had a phobia of lifts, you know how cruel that is. That's a cruel world to live in. There'll be one disabled guy out there who has a phobia of lifts, and he deserves all the pit money. Fucking hell. But just to fuck with him, I said, yeah, so he had to carry me up the stairs. Teach you. I'll leave you on one final thing. The other day, I'm bored of this chair now. I'm bored of it. I get off the NHS. Got no style, don't get me any pussy. I need a better chair. So I went on this Tory website for like wheelchairs, for like rich kids who broke their legs, people who don't deserve to break their legs. And you can buy this chair. And on this website to buy this really expensive chair, the company made a really bold claim. They said the chair you'd never want to be without. How fucking cheeky of that is the company. Doesn't matter what chair you have. If it's the only chair I have and it's a normal chair with no wheels, I'm picking that over crawling. Like talking about they've reinvented the wheel or something, they've fucking done nothing. Right, everybody, one final thing, I get medical weed from the government. Yeah, I don't think I'm allowed to mention it, I've cleared it, fuck it. I get medical weed from the government before I go. I'm not getting paid enough for this, I don't get any royalties off the fucking videos, so come buy a 20 bag off me afterwards.
Oh, that turned off. Beck, you got 2 standing ovations, 3 standing ovations.
Offensive.
I know. Are you in a relationship, Nathan?
I'm not, no, thanks for reminding me.
It's okay, man. It's all right. You're gonna find somebody. You're a beautiful man. You're welcome. Have you talked to Billy? He's also nice, and he seems like you can control him. You will after this? Oh, smashing. No, I like. Is nobody in a relationship in here? I guess nobody's with their partners, but.
I'm in a relationship.
Oh, you're Connor and Conroy? CC's in a relationship? Conroy the convoy? Just fucking bringing it home? Bro. Okay, do you think porn is cheating? Silence. Silence in front of your colleagues, dude. He's lead editor, he told me, so he can say whatever he wants. Is porn cheating?
I've been told to say yes.
You've been told to say that yes, porn is cheating. I don't think porn is cheating. I don't think regular porn is cheating. But during the pandemic, I got locked down with the boys, right? And I bought a VR headset so I could smoke a joint and see the world. And then my friend was like, you can watch porn on there, and that porn is cheating. I don't know if you've tried VR porn. You're single. You've probably tried VR porn. You will? Of course I will. I'll go home with my Oculus and I'll try it tonight. Dude, it is unbelievable because it's a 180-degree view. It's 3D. It's surround sound. You feel like you're there. But the thing is, I could afford the VR headset, but I can't afford the full videos. So I'm trying to finish to trailer porn, which is under 2 minutes, which Billy, I'm sure, is a specialty. I'm so sorry, dude. I just feel like you're the youngest. You get picked on a lot, dude. So I'm you know the classic video, right? Where the lady, she knocks on the door, you open the door, you welcome her in the house, you're like, oh, come on in. And then it's just, because it's a trailer, it's just quick cuts. So it's a quick cut, now she's naked and I'm not naked yet. So I'm taking my pants off, I'm trying to catch up my shirt over my VR headset. All of a sudden it snaps again, and now there's a vagina 1.5 inches from my face. And Nathan, what do you do when there's a vagina 1.5 inches from your face?
Can't say that for the HR.
Billy, what do you... I won't even ask. Connor, what do you do when there's a vagina 1.5 inches from your face?
Panic.
Panic? Conroy?
Panic also. That's...
No, pineapple.
Licking like a pineapple, dude? Throwing back to Sarah's joke? My God, that's exactly what you do. Oh, I can't do it in front of HR. Billy being like, what's a vagina? And these 2 guys, we're in a relationship. Fuckers. but you lick it like a pineapple, dude. But the thing is, because it's a recorded video, it is always 1.5 inches from your face, so the closer you get, the further it gets away. Like a modern version of the carrot on the stick. So I'm just like, ah, la, 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 la. I didn't set up the parameters of my VR, so I'm just walking out into the hallway, just ah, la, 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 la. My housemates are playing Mario Kart, I'm just walking by the street, ah, la, 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 la. I get smashed by a blue shell, hit the wall, pass out, wake up, come all over me. Don't even know if it's mine. Wild times. All right, I'm gonna introduce your headliner, but before I do, Conroy, or no, not Conroy, Connor.
No, you.
Are we doing this? All right. In true LADbible sense, we're gonna scull these drinks, but then what I need you guys to do, right? We have one final act, we have a headliner. I need you guys all to show all the enthusiasm, all the love. You took a little pee break. The second we finish these drinks, whoever wins, regardless who it is, you guys are gonna make so much fucking noise, then I'm gonna introduce them to the stage and you're gonna keep that energy going. Sounds good?
I'm better than this.
All right.
Bible, Connor. Follow that Bible. Cheers. Follow that Bible. Come on, Connor.
Come on.
Oh, no, he's seen it.
Make some noise for Paul McCaffrey!
All right, good to be here. Everyone well? Lovely stuff. I feel fucking old, man. I feel old. It's good. They said they'd make it feel like there was 400 people in it. I don't think they meant the empties. Jesus Christ. Fuck is this? It's like Benidorm in here. Unbelievable. Lovely to be here. I've actually stopped drinking. I'll start by telling you now I stopped drinking in lockdown because it got fucking out of hand. It was right when they said it was going to be 3 weeks, wasn't it? Do you remember that? Do you remember March 2020 when they said, right, if everyone could just stay in the house for 3 weeks while we get on top of this, not a problem. That was like an all-inclusive holiday, wasn't it? Every day down Sainsbury's was like a Christmas shop. Oh, 150 quid, 6 bottles of red, 24 Stella, bottle of rum. That'll cover breakfast. What are we going to have for lunch? Go on. And then when we realised it was going to be months, possibly years, I was like, this is not sustainable. I'll be dead by Christmas. So I stopped drinking. I had a phone in on this morning at around this time. They said everyone's drinking too much during lockdown. We're all drinking a lot more than we would do normally. They called it a pandemic within a pandemic. They said, if you're worried about your drinking, please phone in. We'd love to hear from you. So I thought, I'll watch this. And the first guy that phoned in, she said, thank you very much for phoning in. She said, you're worried about your drinking. She said, if you don't mind me asking, how much are you drinking? He said, well, it's out of hand. He said, it's completely out of hand. He said, I'm having 3 or 4 sessions a week, he said. Or I'm drinking up to half a bottle of wine to myself. Steady on, George Best. Half a bottle of wine. It's not a session, that's a night off, mate. What are you on about? You can do away with a to myself part. Are you sharing half a bottle of wine? I'll put half a bottle of wine in a bolognese. That's not a session. I don't suppose anyone here's going to turn up at work tomorrow and go, bloody hell, mad night last night. Oh yeah, out clubbing? No, spag bowl. Mental. I'll tell you what a session is. I bought a litre of gin one night in lockdown. A litre of gin. I was already aware that it was becoming a problem that I needed to try and rein it in a bit. So I thought I'll buy 6 tonics to go with it. To try and ensure that I don't drink the whole bottle. Finished the 6 tonics, drank the rest of the bottle with milk. That is a session. So, it is good. It is good to be out. I feel I shouldn't be out on a Thursday night. I'm just bringing the atmosphere down. I'm 49, mate. How old are you? Yeah, I'm trying this new thing where I talk to the person I'm looking at. It's not been a huge success so far, but yeah. No, this guy over here, I just thought I'd go through you. Sorry, that was unnecessary. With a friendly fire. How old are you, mate? 28. God, it's unbelievable. 49, 50 this year. Is anyone, no one here is in their 40s, are they? No.
Stay.
Are you? How old are you, mate?
44.
44. How are you finding it, mate?
Rough.
It's shit. It is, enjoy this. I'm telling you now, because your 40s, it is awful. It's like the hump day of life, your 40s. It is, it's the Wednesday of life. You know, you're young, you're enjoying your life, and I think as you get older, you start to enjoy your life again. Your 40s, I mean, you're not young, you're not old, it's just shit. Do you know the worst thing about being in your 40s is what constitutes fun, right? Some of the stuff people start suggesting for a fun night out when you reach our age, you're like, what the hell are you talking about? A few years ago, I got invited to go on a stag do where we were going to learn how to be a butcher. Friends I've known all my life going, I've always been fascinated to learn how to be a butcher. Well, what are you talking about? There's no need. One person in town has learned on behalf of all of us. I'm going to learn how to be a butcher. Sounds like the sort of lame bullshit guys used to make up on the way back from stag do's to tell their wives to cover up what they'd actually been doing. The wives would be like, why have you got blood on your shirt? Oh, been making sausages. Oh, man. And I'm from a weird generation, you know. When I was growing up, raving, that was the thing. I was a bit of a raver back in the day. You know, I'd be out 6 o'clock on a Sunday morning, as impossible as that seems to imagine now, you know. But, like, that was my thing. I was a bit of a raver. And we're an odd generation, this generation, because my dad, he was a mod, right? And in those days, you did that for a bit. You got a job, you settled down, and that was the end of it. Not my lot, mate. They're not going out without a fight. Bloody hell. Constantly trying to find new loopholes to keep the party going. I spoke to someone the other week. He's going to Ibiza this year for his 60th. It's over, mate. Go home, have a biscuit, you're done. You know, Hacienda Classical. This is the latest. Have you seen this? We'll just put a bit of classical music. It'll be just like the proms, is it? I've never been to the proms, but I don't think there's people there gurning in a pile of bin bags, is there? Day raving. This is the new one. Have you seen this? Oh, we'll just start earlier. Be fine. We'll go out at midday. We'll be home by 6. You're done. Get a bag of Werther's Originals, go home and watch Gogglebox. The party is over. I'll tell you the way we're going. We are 10 years off. Every care home having a set of decks in the corner. That's where we're going to end up. The nurse will be bringing the pills round in the morning. It'll be bloody MDMA. It'll be... Just a cheeky half for you this morning, Gavin. These are Mitsubishis and they're very strong, okay? Sat there in his armchair with his blanket on. I get it, though. Steve, isn't it, yeah? Yeah, do you still feel like you're 18 sometimes, Steve?
No.
No? Okay, fine. That's the end of that. I don't know what's wrong with me. I do, I get it. You know, these people are still out there raving. I still feel like I'm 18. I don't know what's going on. My brain stopped developing at 18. My brain went, that'll do me. I'll stay put like that, and that's continued to function like the brain of an 18-year-old. The problem is, in this situation, your brain will start saying yes to stuff that your body can no longer cope with. For example, a few years ago, went to see the Stone Roses at Wembley. I was excited when I got invited. Do you know when I wasn't excited? When I've been there for 3 minutes. Because when you're in your 40s, that's not a party anymore. It's a fucking ordeal, mate, let me tell you now. It was the hottest day for 8 years, 34 degrees. I'd spent 10 hours stood up in the blistering sunshine with 80,000 fat ball blokes from, no offence, Bolton. It was awful. My back was killing me, my balls were sweating. I knew I'd messed up. As soon as I walked into Wembley Stadium, I knew it was an error. It was all guys my age, our age, 40s and 50s. Here we all are, mate. All wearing the same sort of clothes we used to wear back in the day. Parker jackets, Adidas Gazelles, bucket hats. Mad for it, man, yeah? It didn't look like a gig, it looked like a historical reenactment. We're just really knackered actors, and it was a pain, man. You know, the sun was 34 degrees, I hadn't taken any sun cream with me. I burnt my forehead, I burnt my chin. This is a new one on me, I burnt my eyelids. I didn't even know you could do that. You know, it's difficult to convince yourself that you're still 18 when the new trousers you're wearing are giving you a blister on the underside of your belly. I bet you've never had a belly blister, mate, have you? No, you've never heard of it until now. I don't know why I keep going, you know. And when I was at Wembley to see when I was at Wembley to see the Stone Roses, I should say, the DJ played one of my favourite songs, a song called "Loaded" by Primal Scream. You'll probably know it. In fact, they might have been playing it before we came in, actually. Yeah. You know that song "Loaded" by Primal Scream? Yeah. Just what is it that you want to do? Well, we want to be free. We want to be free to do what we want to do. We want to get loaded. We want to have a good time. Oh, mate. That's exactly how I used to feel when I heard that song. They played it just before the Stone Roses came on. Comes over the tannoy. Just what is it that you want to do? I just want to go home, mate. Oh, I'm in bloody agony. I got early onset sciatica. My forehead's starting to blister. Get me the hell out of here, man. This is agony. I'm going to Glastonbury tomorrow. I don't know what's wrong with me. Has anyone been to Glastonbury? No. You have been? When did you go? 4 years ago. Different. I went in 1990. You bet you weren't even born, were you? Yeah. You were? Okay, sorry. No, well, that's fine. That was a compliment, if anything, wasn't it? Yeah, man. It's still amazing, but it's very. When I went, it was a different kettle of fish. Because what happened was they started getting the big American headliners, didn't they? That was the big change. Jay-Z was the first one. Do you remember? Everyone was going, "This isn't Glastonbury," and I didn't necessarily subscribe to that school of thought. But what I will say to the American. And if there are any American headliners in the extremely unlikely event that you are watching this, here's my message to you. Knock it off with the bullshit. We're English. We don't buy into it, You just talk some shit up there, Jay-Z, they all make out it's been their life. It's just a big PR exercise, isn't it? They all make out it's been their lifelong ambition to perform. And I'm thinking, is it really? Jay-Z sat in his Malibu beach house thinking, I can't wait to get to that shitty outfit. But at the end of his set, it's just a load of at the end of Jay-Z's set, he goes, "You've been a great crowd." He goes, "Nah, forget that." He goes, "You're not a crowd to me anymore." He goes, "Each one of you is now my family." I thought, bloody hell, that's handy. I'm going to LA next year. Cancel that Airbnb. Never realised I had family out there. Turn up at Jay-Z's house. Surprise! It's your cousin Paul, get the futon out. Where's Auntie Beyonce? I've got a lot of catching up to do. Dolly Parton, she was the same. Do you remember that? Might have been the year. Do you remember when she did the legend slot? Dolly Parton a few years back? She made that. It had been her lifelong ambition to perform there. Full of shit. She'd never heard of Glastonbury. She'd never heard of Glastonbury until the minute she set foot on that field. And I'll tell you how I know this. She came on stage. She said, "Oh, my God." She said, "Oh, man, oh, man, I've been waiting. Oh, man, I've been waiting to be here today with all you beautiful people at this amazing festival. Glastonbury!" She said, "Oh, man, I've been waiting. It means so much to me to be here today. Glastonbury!" I thought, it means a lot more to us, Dolly, if you learn how to say it properly. And she'd written a song. I don't know if anyone saw this on the television. They couldn't believe it. I was watching this one on the TV. They go, "This is unbelievable." She's written a song this morning. She's going to perform it this afternoon. It's unbelievable. She's written a song this morning. She's going to perform it this afternoon. This has never been done. What a moment. She wrote it this morning. She's going to perform it this afternoon. It was shit. It's the worst song I've ever heard in my life. I'll give you a sample lyric. "Mud, mud, mud, mud. Up to our knees in all this crud." Now Sally going, "Can you believe she only wrote this morning?" I'm struggling to believe she's not making it up on the spot, if anything. I don't know. This is it. It's difficult. You're all in the flushes of youth. You're out there enjoying yourself, and here's the thing, right? As I say, I don't know. Do you still go to raves now? Is this still a thing? Because that was me. I'd be up 6 o'clock on a Sunday morning somewhere in a field, and I'll be doing that in my 20s. I'm still doing it in my 30s. It's 6 o'clock on a Sunday morning up somewhere in a field. You might be doing that. There might be people in this room that are going to do that this weekend, and they might well be thinking they're going to be doing that for the rest of their life. And I don't want to put a damper on things, because you've come for a nice night out. It will end. Okay? It will end. I can pinpoint the exact moment it ended for me. Do you know the last time I was up at 6 o'clock on a Sunday morning? Do you know what I was doing? A car boot sale. Shoot me in the face. Who here, by way of a show of hands, has been to a car boot sale before as a customer specifically? Has anyone here been to... a few of you. Yeah, you. Sorry to put this on you, and don't take this the wrong way. I wish you were dead. You should be on a register, you're rats. I'll tell you what, if I'd have known you were going to be here, I wouldn't have come. You are vile. You are despicable individuals, and you should be ashamed of yourself. I'll tell you now. Because no one warned you about this. I'll tell you what, it was the most harrowing experience of my goddamn life. Closest I've ever come to dying, without a shadow of a doubt. They need to police those events like football matches. It was my mum's idea. She said, "Oh, Paul," she said, "if you've got some stuff to get rid of," she said, "do you want to do a car boot sale?" She said, "We did one the other week, we raised £67. I said, "Well, how long were you there?" 8 hours. 8 hours? For 67, but you'd be better off with a paper round. That's less than minimum wage. And nothing on this earth could have prepared me for what meant we would have got down there, because of you and your mates, I'm telling you now. They said, "We need you here at 6 o'clock in the morning." Right there, fine. I turned up. You have to get there early to set your pitch up. We turned up, it was an autumn morning, it was pitch dark like this. There must have been a crowd of about 3 or 4 times as I'd have been better off doing a gig there. With a much bigger crowd waiting outside the car boot sale. No one tells you about these people. These are professional bargain hunters. They get there 2 hours before it starts because they want to try and see your stuff before it goes on sale. I've never seen anything like it. This is the levels they're operating at. Some of them have torches strapped to their forehead. I don't know what the hell was going on. They're coming out of the darkness like zombies. Lights on their heads surrounded the car. They were banging on the roof. About 50 faces pressed up against like Night of the Living Dead. Limbs getting ripped off. I shat myself. I locked the door. I put my foot down. I killed 3 of them. I thought I'd killed them. I looked in the wing mirror. One of them was regenerating like the Terminator. You can't even kill them. He got through a gap in my windows going, have you got any train sets? Oh man, then you get inside. Worse inside. You've been there, you know what it's like because you're vulnerable. You know, you get in there and I thought, oh, thank God I'm through. That was awful. It was worse inside. Your car boot's your shop, hence the name. I thought, I'm sure we all know how it's set up down there. You know, that's you. You've got your little pitch, and then you've got all the stuff that you're selling laid out in front of you on a big sheet of plastic, maybe a little table. And obviously, bear in mind, this is all stuff that you've bought and owned at various. But it's like you've got emotional attachments, like stuff that you've loved. It's like a museum of your life being laid wide open for you and your freaky mates to come and run it through and judge. Their things like going, oh, that's a bit shit, isn't it? Throwing it down. Mate, I'm right here, I've got feelings. It's not TK Maxx, that's my stuff. One bloke tried to jump and he goes, oh, that's horrible, who went out? I said, me. I wore that one down, you prick, that's not even for sale. How are we doing? All right. I'll tell you a couple more things and I'll go. I just didn't need to tell you that. I wonder what happens next. I wonder how this finishes. Yeah, that's it. I'll tell you a couple more things and I'll go. I mean, I'll tell you what, if that was the worst day of my life, I had the worst week of my life. And I think this is not the demographic because I performed for the first and last time. Never again. I performed stand-up comedy on a cruise ship. I think it's extremely unlikely. But has anyone here been on holiday on a cruise before by way of a show? No. Don't. I'm telling you now, it was unequivocally the worst week of my life. I mean, what? Whose idea of a holiday is that? I'll tell you what, I felt like saying to these people, if you like this, you might quite like prison. It's cheaper and you don't get seasick. It's as far as I can tell, that's the only difference. What weird people. The first bloke I met in there goes, I've been on this boat 9 times. He goes, do you know what I like about cruising? The sense of freedom. I'm entirely sure you understand what freedom means. I've never felt less free in my entire life. It's like they've gone, what's the worst bit of a holiday? Travel. Let's just do that. It was just travel. We left Southampton and set sail for Southampton. It was a Southampton to Southampton ferry. A 7-day ferry trip to end up back where you started, occasionally getting let off the boat for a couple of hours, going to have a look around somewhere where you should have gone on holiday. We got off the boat at Corsica. This is nice, isn't it? Everyone back on the boat now, please. So when you're enjoying yourself, that is not why we're here. And it was awful. How best to describe the boat? A floating Weatherspoons. I think that would be it was a shithole. Bingo 3 times a day. A carvery 7 nights in a row. One night I thought I'd seen it all. Done a formal dress evening. These people put dinner suits on to walk around their ferry. What the fuck are you doing? And you might think I'm being mean. I'm not. They were weird people. I was on my own. I was lonely. I thought, Paul, you're going to need to start making an effort to speak to some of the other inmates because this is going to be a line. And you get your day out on there. You know, you're at sea for a bit and then you pull into a port and you have a little day out. So we've been at sea for 2 days and we pulled into a port. And as we're getting off, I turned to this woman. I said, oh, what are you up to today? She said, oh, we're going on a boat trip. You're allergic to land? What are you on about? We went to France for our day out, actually, and I'll tell you what, this is me when I'm on holiday. I'm the classic I'm an idiot. I always try and speak a bit of the language, no matter how much of it I know or whether it makes sense in a sentence. I always just think it's a nice gesture to try and speak a little bit of the language. But I actually learned French at school, and I hadn't been to France for a while. So I was quite excited to speak a bit of the old French. I wish I hadn't bothered, to be honest with you. It went down like a sack of shit. Or a sack of merde, as they would say. Nice. That one was just for the French speaker over there. Good, I'm glad you enjoyed that one, mate. And the first time an opportunity presented itself to speak a bit of French, I was in a cafe, right? I was wanting a cup of tea. I thought, fantastic. I can remember the phrase for this. I sort of got in character a little bit first. I walked up to the counter. I said, excusez-moi, madame. Une tasse de thé, s'il vous plaît. She said, quoi? I said, une tasse de thé, s'il vous plaît. She said, quoi? I thought, okay, once more with confidence. I said, une tasse de thé, s'il vous plaît. She stepped back, she said, quoi? And another bloke came up trying to help out. He went, une tasse de thé? She went, une tasse de thé? I was like, yeah, that's what I was saying. She turns around and starts making this godforsaken cup of tea. There's her and a little friend there. Her friend is making a sandwich for someone else, and she starts making this cup of tea, and they're chatting away to one another in French, as they would be. She's going, boulangerie, hôtel de ville, I'm paraphrasing, obviously, but you get the general idea. And then all of a sudden she went, une tasse de thé. Une tasse de thé. Clearly doing an impression of me right in front of my face. And do you know the most annoying part of it? She absolutely nailed it, mate. I've never seen an impression like it. She'd be on Britain's Got Talent. It was uncanny. So, that is everything, I think. Any questions? You've been lovely. I'll tell you what, considering there's not that many of you, you've been such a nice audience. So thank you very much, and thank you very much for having me. I'll see you again. Michael McCaffrey again. Hey, thank you. Thank you.
Keep it going for Paul McCaffrey, everybody! Make some noise for each comic you saw on this show. We had Michael Mannion, Sarah Levine, Beck, and Paul McCaffrey one more time. And also, keep clapping for each and every one of you guys for being here, and for Connor for trying to chug a Guinness. All right, thank you guys so much. Have a great night.